Nobody was a fun action movie that made good use of Bob Odenkirk as an assassin just trying to become a family man. Now comes the sequel, obviously titled Nobody 2, and the filmmakers continue to understand what made the first film so entertaining. It knows what kind of ridiculous film this is, and everyone in the cast also recognizes how to play these characters. The movie becomes a breezy escapade, just barely clocking in under 90 minutes, that builds the action as it goes along. It even manages to explore what it means to be someone as violent as the lead protagonist Hutch is. The notion of Hutch trying to take a vacation and decompress a little is one that has potential, and the movie uses it well. Even though that ends up not happening and the violence does not take long to start again, we see him trying his best to teach his son that fighting is not the best way to resolve an issue. However, one of the most amusing things about both movies is Hutch's lack of restraint and how a lot of the things that follow him around are basically his fault. If he had not taken that swing and smashed someone's face in, his day would have gone normally. But of course, we would not have a movie either. Bob Odenkirk continues to play the lead role well, showing his skills at drama, comedy, and action. The rest of the cast is also game. It's particularly nice to see the Nobody series utilize Christopher Lloyd, who brings even more of the energy we associate with him in the sequel. Sharon Stone plays the new main villain, and she delights in depicting this unflinchingly evil person and makes the most of her appearance whenever she pops up. What's particularly likable about Nobody 2 is its sense of humor, with a number of naturally funny moments. Whether it's through the interactions between the family members or the antagonist's reactions to Hutch's outbursts, there's a cheekiness to the movie that adds to its enjoyment. The fight scenes remain creative and well choreographed, and it's especially fun to see how the filmmakers utilize the settings. A standout sequence was when Hutch is confronted on a boat, and all kinds of wild things happen during the skirmish. There's even an amusing scene that plays by expectations and what we already know about Hutch at that point. The third act is when the movie especially takes things to the next level, again making great use of the location. Nobody 2 is a simple story, but it's one that works. These movies know exactly what they are, and even though Bob Odenkirk is the main star, it's nice to see the actors get to shine here. The film plays with the idea of someone just trying to be their first family, but keeps getting into his own trouble, and the reactions are completely understandable. However, even if you're just looking for action and comedy, this movie also delivers on that front. This becomes an enjoyable way to spend time with his family again 4 years after we were first introduced Hutch and his penchant for pain.